Hello. Let's turn that off. All right. Do you have this yet? I apologize. There we go. All right. Let's see if this works. Sorry, people weren't able to hear you. Mel? People still can't hear you.
Oh shit, DJ's not.
There we go. People can hear you now. Beautiful. Welcome in. Welcome in. Cool. Oh, I like having everybody on cam. Very good. Good work, team. Good work. We'll get started in just a moment in our traditional fashion. This is session 138. Yeesh, guys. We've been going for a while now, clearly.
Are we gonna go to 150 for season 2 or what?
I mean, we just need to come on with a good...
End, you know?
Yeah, I imagine at the end of Stoneblood.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think that's probably good.
Oh, at first we were like, after we exit the Feywild, it was gonna be season 2.
Yeah. Just that it felt just a stone, not like an end of an arc, because it was sort of the way to Stoneblood, but like we also like immediately in Stoneblood, so I feel like at the end of Stoneblood would be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't like anything that happens.
All right, we forgot a couple of people already going for it, so go ahead and get those D100s rolled for me.
Oh. Yes, so.
Hello, lovely people. Come on in.
The extended
Nice.
That does mean Sabi
Yeah,
has to
steps.
do the recap though.
Oh, and a second 55? Damn.
55.
We're going for super low numbers, we're going for nice numbers, we're going for matching numbers. You all just want to do the recap today, don't you? Making my job harder. Before we get too far, does anybody just genuinely sort of straight volunteer to do the recap? No, cool, perfect.
I volunteer, Mel,
Okay, cool.
because this is his arc.
Volunteer Mel.
I just think I can need the inspiration. You know,
You're not
that's
wrong.
like
Yeah.
most of the reason.
It's really
needs
boosting my confidence in this man.
You can always roll bad. You always need the inspiration.
All right. That is very fair. Okay. Mel, take it away then. Yeah, if you want to do it, man. Go for it.
All right. Well, last session we started back in the library after Durmok just left the room after greeting Manroth. Welcoming back Manroth with his like full title and everything, which Manroth, he didn't give out his name, so that was quite a surprise. Like, how the hell does he now know? Manroth had his suspicions, so after... actually, before that, we sort of retroactively did Briart's interview as well, which was very cool. All the interviews were very cool. Briart went through the whole thing, the same questions, but asked who the Mara is. It seemed like Durmok had a little bit more problem to get her to answer the right way, how he wanted to, because, Briart being Briarheart. But, like, in the end, it seemed to sort of get the same idea. And Briart even also got a limited license from that, so that's good for her. Turns out Mox is the only one who gets denied. So, that was pretty funny. But as you reconvene, and then the whole greeting or welcoming happened, Manroth sort of turns around and questions the party who the fuck did it, who revealed his name. There's a little bit of discussion. Harkin then comes forward and says, I did it. I didn't did it. And yeah. We also noticed, before we go further than that after some detect magic and stuff, there is a sort of listening device block magic in sort of one of the corners of the library, which we we hustle in the opposite corner and sort of have that discussion there with a little bit of writing, etc. And Manor sort of leaves Harkin with a warning. Manor very much intended to reveal it on his own terms, and it's kind of really not cool for him for that to be taken away from him like that. And that Harkin clearly was so easily, apparently, duped by Dermok like that. So that was not cool, but just left it with a warning. There's more important things to do. We then, shortly after that, hear marching. A lot of people coming, seemingly in sort of formation, marching towards the building. And after a little while more waiting, another Durga, enters the room. Not Dermok, but a different one. Clearly a veteran, broad shoulders, and some sort of followed by well-trained elite soldiers, some sort of potential like elite guard, royal guard, maybe even. Who knows? As he enters, he only enters on his own. He closes the door behind him and starts to have a conversation with us. He never introduced himself, but we are sort of assuming this is Drakkar.
Yep.
Captain Drakkar. I hope we're right about that. We're very awkward if not. But we start kind of assuming, especially with the things he has said and how he acts, and with clearly how much influence he has, bringing like this elite guard with him. But yeah, basically he starts sort of questioning Manoroff. He with some inside checks, we figured out it seems to be some sort of test. He's trying to figure out who Manoroff is, why he should basically probably help him, I guess, or not just why he shouldn't just kill him. As he mentioned later down the line, that the only two people who know that Manoroff is here right now, according to him at least, are himself and someone else loyal to him, which I assume is Dermok, the guy who interviewed us.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of conversation back and forth with Manor trying to make his point clear, but also just like, because it's just so difficult to tell what this guy's stance is on this whole thing, right? Because he doesn't tell us much about himself, except that he really likes Tismill's jam, the bakery somewhere down there, and he makes a jam called Bloodthorn, and it's really good according to him. He really likes it. But yeah, this is just he's really trying to suss us out without giving us much of his sort of deal. He just mentions that there's a lot of trouble currently in Stoneblood, and he did mention one time as well that there's a very clear, strong sort of political strife between Stoneblood and Scardiv at the moment. And that's kind of the most that we are getting from this guy. And yeah, like I said, he keeps questioning Manoroff. He later questions other people as well, and most recently, towards the end of the session, he questioned Duncan about what's Many Steel. Why would you believe that Manoroff would be better than Gorestorm? And at the very end, he sort of asked Manoroff that why shouldn't we kill him, and Manoroff sort of says, hopefully with the understood meaning and not just sort of taken sort of simply like that, but that if Manoroff does not kill Gorestorm's ambition will make it so that he for himself, that this Durga, the Drakkar, will not be able to enjoy his gem anymore permanently. If it comes to that. And that's how we ended the session. And well, we are still here.
All right. Beautiful. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add to that?
Oh no. Sorry, no, I just realized that you have slots now in chat.
It's always been there. It's just
really.
It's always been there. No. It's from a very long time ago. So It's just got ignored. So, for instance, technically everybody's been gaining points without realizing. Renexia actually is number 1 with 116,800 points. It's been around for a very, very long time.
Wow.
Anyway.
Oh, there goes Stabby.
Big one. Double my money. Double the money.
Just like that.
Oh, let's go.
Somehow I'm ranked 3, which I'm not sure. Oh, I'm number 1 all time, but currently number 3. I see.
I'm number 6. Stabby didn't even. No, it's not even double my money. Like more than me. I'm doubling it. Pathetic.
Damn, I'm only number 15.
All right. Anyway, let's play some D&D. Thank you.
Hold on, I'm gonna lose all my money real quick. 5, 9, 7, 1, 5. No! Oh God!
And then lost every single one of them.
Well, it is what it is. I tried. Hopefully, that's not indicative of what's gonna happen today.
It 100% is. All right. My room feels a bit. I moved some stuff out of the room today, and I can tell it's a little bit more echoey. So I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point. It's just occurred to me.
Move the cat back in time.
Fun?
The cat. Move the cat back in. Stack up the cat you like.
Like Panther.
No, that wouldn't help with sound absorption anyway. Oh, maybe. No, not really.
they're fluffy.
Doubled again.
Holy shit!
Oh jeez.
Do it again, Stabby. Do it again.
What's your
100%
now,
I'm
Stabby?
3.
Stabby's suddenly 3rd, yeah.
Fuck
He
yeah,
really-
baby.
He's just like 60 points more than Utah.
God fucking damn it, Stabby.
Do it again, Stabby. Come on. Come on.
Mark.
Do it.
Ah! Did I spell it wrong? No. I'll go
Oh.
after.
Oh, you might.
Anyway, let's
you might
have
a team now.
D&D, what we're actually here for.
We can just gamble. That's fine.
No.
No.
All right.
No,
Let
I
me
can't.
just-
It's not letting me anymore.
Hmm?
It won't let me anymore. Unless I'm
I see
spelling
the
it wrong.
command there.
Yeah, but it's not happening.
We broke it already. Good.
Damn it.
Do we do the whole blessings and stuff first, or should we do that some
Oh,
other
we
time?
hit 2,000. That's right.
Right.
That is a very good point. There are some things I need to give you.
Yeah. There's a lot.
So I do not have the gifts or the unique bits yet. Just because I'll be honest, you guys have been
Yeah, you were
exhausted
busy.
today and
Yeah, I know,
needing
I
to
get
just
it.
recover. But you will get those for next week, guaranteed. But the non-unique things that you can add. So make sure you pull up your character sheet. At certain times, I have been doing this in a way that kind of makes sense, but that's not really an option for you guys right now. So, for ease, we're going to add these. If you can think of a way that you've acquired these, whether it is just through sheer determination of the situation you're in, or whether this is a lingering effect left over from your Feywild adventures, perhaps, or with the stat increase, it could just literally be that you have been sort of working towards this for some time, and finally it's boosted, buffed up. You let me know. That's totally fine if you want to, play this off somehow. But that said, so let me just pull this up so that we're doing it in order, and so that I can give you everything. So to make clear what you will get, firstly, there are some world events happening. One of which,
No.
I know, crazy, right?
Whoa.
So these world events are major. Let me put it that way. We didn't hit the one that I was terrified of that would have immediate, drastic, and chaotic events, which honestly I'm a little bit glad of. It will still happen. It just means that we don't trigger it yet. But at some point it will still happen. But I just want to make the point known that they are impactful, but they will not. But they will not be happening. They won't be noticeable straight away. So, in terms of what we got up to 2,000, which means we'll all gain a small gift. This is like an actual physical in-game small gift. It will be quite minor, but I will figure what those are for you because they will each be individual. At 250, you get a minor boon. Now this is customizable to each character, and it is just a minor thing. Again, but it will have some sort of mechanical benefit. If you have things in mind that you would like, then please message me them. I'm going to sit down at some point this week and work out what they are for every character in the game at the same time, so that I'm keeping them sort of roughly in scale. So keep in mind, if you message me something like, can I have proficiency in every skill? I might be like, no, that's a little bit outside of the power scope. But feel free if you have ideas of what you want. I will certainly take them into account whilst I'm doing that. But you don't get that yet. Let's move on to the stuff that you do get already. So, you all get, at 500, we got Endurance of the Falling. This means that every time you finish a rest, short rest, long rest, you'll gain 10 temporary hit points. We are going to start off with you having those, so go ahead and add 10 temporary hit points to your character, first off.
Nice.
Rejuvenating.
I will make this an actual feature in the game, and just apply it to every character at some point, so that it's actually on your stat block. Keep in mind that if you do have any abilities that give you, I can only think of like one class that does this at the moment, but I could be wrong. But if there is any feature that already gives you temporary hit points at the end of a rest, it will stack with that specifically, just because I don't want it to overrule any like class features effectively. Otherwise, any standard rules regarding temporary hit points still stand. So they can't be stacked with anything. So if you have a spell, for instance, that gives you temporary hit points after that, they wouldn't stack.
I see. It's just for a short rest bit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That one's pretty simple. At 1,000. Woo! You guys honestly smashed it.
Hell yeah.
At 1,000, you get a +1 to a stat.
Nice.
It is just a +1. You can go in any stat. It can go above 20 with this. Just as a note. So if you have something, let's say at like 21, if it is that way because, oh, amazing. Thank you, DJ. I'm going to steal that. If you have it at, above because of an item, so for instance, if you have like Belt of Giant Strength, it obviously won't go on that. It will just put your whatever it is without the item. We got. Go ahead and please put in chat which stat you're increasing for me, just so I can make a note of that.
Tough choice.
Con.
Yeah, puts me up to
Beautiful.
18. Yeah,
Something Fey.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that in language.
That's
actually in common.
Something fake.
Can't read
this way.
Oh, true. I can.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Beautiful. Thank you. Who we got left? Mox. Beautiful. And Mr. Duncan Alvin. What are you going for?
I was talking the whole time and I was muted. Is there an alternative if I don't want to increase a stat? Mine are all nice and even.
There isn't. I mean, you can put your charisma to 21 though, and at some point you will get another one, almost guaranteed. You've got another 6 levels to go.
Okay, then sure.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, so that's 1,000. I think we're all done. Yep, perfect. At 1,500, you gain damage resistance to one elemental type. Let's work through these in order. Harken. What are you choosing?
I'll be choosing fire.
Fire, baby. Fire.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead and add that to your sheet. Perfect. Thank you. Briarheart?
What are the options specifically for elemental again?
Fire, cold, lightning, thunder, and acid. Is that right?
Poison too? Maybe?
Oh, poison. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Radiant necrotic.
No, those are not elemental, right?
Yeah, no, I don't. Including necrotic.
I heard damage
or-
types. That's why I'm asking. I heard damage types. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, it's just certain damage types. I think I had one of the higher awards. So you can grab now. Anyway, but we didn't reach it. But yeah, just the common elemental types, basically. What are you choosing, bro? Hat?
Let's go. Cold.
Cold. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Make a note of that on your sheet. And good work. Okay, Mel, Taryn, Melgek, Manny. Who of you?
Well, many names.
You have many names.
What are you choosing?
New mat.
Bib.
It's in the
Savant.
Yeesh.
Too many characters in this goddamn campaign.
You gotta stop
Soon
that.
one more. I was thinking as psychic when I was like, damn, that's not elemental. Maybe cold, maybe poison. I already got. Fire I've got already as well. I think I go with cold too, probably, since I can't get the one that I want. So
What
Next.
do you want?
well, psychic would be cool.
Oh yeah, no chance.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
I think I'll go with cold.
all right. Mox.
So if I take fire, do I get reset back to normal? Because I'm vulnerable right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Where did the vulnerability come from? I forget.
That's like ages
So-
ago.
So there was a magical surge on top of a mountain in the Feywild that gave me cold immunity but vulnerability to fire. And this was a permanent effect that you told me that this happened to my character.
He's sitting here like, wow, did I do that?
Pretty spread out. Hey, if it was from magical surge, those things are crazy.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
you
think-
want to take fire resistance, you can set it back to normal. Yeah.
But where's the fun in that?
So
Can I-
true.
I mean,
Can I
that would be
bubble my
my
vulnerability?
yeah, that would be my argument too. But it's up to you.
Let's see.
So I wonder if you lose the vulnerability, if you would lose the immunity as well, though.
No. I'm gonna take... What's the other one? The cold fire. What's the other common one? Lightning? Because thunder is sound, lightning is the actual, like, electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you said poison and acid were also an option?
Correct. Yep.
I am a necromancer. I think I'm gonna go with poison. And leave my fire vulnerability.
Rip.
It's okay, we won't have to fight dragons anytime soon.
Yeah, about
Well,
that.
Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on
Oof.
wood.
It's on the
No,
list.
There is a known
It's one of the
quest
side quests.
There's very much a dragon I want to fight really badly.
And if I remember correctly, Durgar also have various flamethrower weapons.
Oh yeah, they do.
Don't worry about that. So
It'll
what
be-
did you choose?
It'll
sorry?
probably be okay.
It says poison, right?
Poison?
Yeah, poison.
Okay,
If that's
perfect.
valid.
Duncan?
Thank you very much.
So one elemental type.
Acid, fire, lightning, cold, thunder, or poison. Yep.
I mean, theoretically, I guess cold would go best with Duncan, right? Even though fire is the obvious best choice, but yeah, I'll go with cold.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Cardinal?
I would too like to have poison, please.
Alright,
I
make sure
would
you
not like
add
to
it.
be assassinated.
Pepper one poison.
Yeah.
Can I change mine to poison too? Because that goes better.
Just like all poison party.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, this is a tough one. I'll flip a coin.
Alright, I mean...
Honestly, I think
it's
poison
fine.
works because you work with poison.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, poison it is.
Alright, perfect. Good work. I have another choice for you now, which I feel like, might go badly. Duncan, at 2,000, we unlocked another. So the damage resilience is called Orcish Resilience. The next one at 2,000 is Battle Hardened. Just from your experience in the world so far, all of the chaos and the horrendous shit that I throw at you all constantly, you also gain Battle Hardened, which gives you proficiency in one saving throw.
Ooh.
That's pretty neat.
I don't even need to think twice on this one. So good.
I want wisdom.
Okay. Go ahead and mark it.
I'm taking wisdom too.
Okay.
Because I suck at that.
I'm so
so Brian's
confused.
going
I
with
don't...
Mox.
Goddamn.
I'm taking Constitution.
It's
Smart,
the,
smart, smart.
it's the obvious choice, right? For
Sorry,
for
it
other
is.
people.
It is. I'm sorry.
I get it. That would probably be my choice. Were I in your shoes as well. Manny.
Two things. Can I change to lightning from cold? I looked at the list again. I think lightning would be. I think it would lightning.
Now move.
Yeah, all right. Lightning.
Lightning makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like that.
I like that. I think that's better than cold.
Sorry.
And saving throw. I think it's just after after how long this campaign was, and being one of the last survivors, I think it's time to get proficiency in wisdom, to have that willpower to push through things.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yes. Would that maybe Ty, maybe getting that, would that finally maybe remove that penalty that I have now for like 1.5 years or something? It reduces my wisdom saves by 1. That I have like been suffering with for ages now. Would that remove that? Or would that still be there?
Look at the smart face.
I'll finally
Remind
sort
me
of
where you got it.
getting. When we fought in the time skip ahead during the apocalypse, we all sort of took something with it, and we all had penalties. I don't know what Duncan's was. Maybe he didn't get one. I don't know. But everyone else is dead, so like they don't, they certainly don't have it anymore. So like I'm one of the last people who still has one of those penalties. We all got like a little bit
What's Duncan's penalty?
taken with. I have no fucking idea.
I'm gonna say
spell it
yes.
again, what?
With everything you've been through, I think it's time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Fucking finally. Alright. No,
Is
not
it-
spell.
Is it interesting that my headcanon for Duncan getting wisdom saves is that he's like fighting all the voices in his head from the souls, just like
Yeah, I know, it doesn't really fit, right? Maybe I should do it, but damn, I need those.
I can see it. You got a lot of yeah.
It's a lot going on.
All right, beautiful.
Hallelujah, thank you.
Braha, you said you were taking wisdom as well, yeah?
Yes.
All right, Harkin.
Well, I've already taken resilient before for constitution, and I'm proficient in that, wisdom and charisma. So I'll be taking strength for my next saving throw proficiency modifier, so that I'm really well balanced out for a frontlining paladin.
All right, good to know. Go ahead and mark it down.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Yes, activated it.
And last but not least, the Cardinal.
I think I will go charisma. There's more dangerous charisma saves than there is dex saves. Well, dex saves damage, but charisma saves I can just completely
Dex save is
just lose
typically
myself.
just pure damage, right? But charisma
Yeah,
can be
but
pretty
charisma's
nasty.
pretty nasty.
Like,
You're gonna regret
I
it
think
when you get
charisma is like
I can be banished.
I think charisma is the highest additional saving, or at least it's the most common saving throw for something paralyzing, or at least.
No, that's all wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, what I
So-
mean with paralyzing is something that either makes you do something else on your turn or not use your turn. In the
All wisdom. That's also all
Pretty
wisdom.
sure
Dominate
I won't-
person is wisdom. You know,
you roll
commands
charisma
wisdom.
for like, possession stuff, and it's not be banished.
it's
Yeah,
definitely
get managed.
dex and wisdom are like the two, and con close after. Charisma is like fourth. It doesn't matter though. All I'm saying is that, you know, like Stabby's gonna really regret if he gets disintegrated. You know, like I wish I had dex save
That's true.
when he turns to dust.
That's true.
All right. I think with that said, that's everything up to the 2,000 mark. Ta-da.
Yay!
Can we buy more?
Here's what you missed out on. No, kidding.
Behind Jordan, number 5.
I don't want to know what we missed out on.
If we gotten this much, you all wouldn't gotten a new car. But I would have bought us all a new car. Each individually, like actually real life things.
It's actually just
Yeah.
like a small, little, tiny
Can we bribe you?
It's a
for
Hot
more?
Wheels.
Hey?
Can we bribe you for more?
Well, that was literally the point of the whole charity event.
Yeah, but it's over. Oh, and now we have to be selling.
We had our chance all the way up to Sunday.
I mean, hell, I guess if you want to, like, the next one's at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So I guess if you want to just send me the tip, sure. Like, we can unlock it out.
Let me invest part of my paycheck.
Hey, if you guys want to, like, work together to send me that money, that also works. That's fine. All right. Either way. No, that is everything. You did not get to 5,000, which was the epic boon.
We've been pretty epic.
We all send 167. We would get to the next 1,000.
One, what? Oh, if you send...
Like dividing it all up, like rounding it up to the nearest whole number. 167 would get us if all six
all
of
of
us
us?
send 167.
Yeah.
Then we would get to the next 1,000.
Like, the
Is that
entire
right?
group,
That
everyone.
doesn't feel like enough. Anyway. Maybe.
Yeah, I did 1,000 divided by
300,
6.
300.
Oh,
I mean, it's 300. It's like 900, 900, 150 plus the extra 10. I mean, yeah, that's like 1,000.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it just felt wrong in my head for some reason. Anyway, all right. Either way,
We should just
so
stop
that
playing
is
for 3 weeks and just send the money.
So to be clear, obviously I still owe you the small gift and the minor boon, which will you'll probably get. Well, no, you will get in the next session. But I've got to work out what those are. The other things sorted. With that, let's get into it properly. You're still very much in this small room, stood in many different ways here. At this point, the individual that you believe to be Drakkar.
I hate that you say that now.
Yeah.
The individual that you believe to be Drakkar is sat back. And you can very much tell there's mental calculations going on. There is judgment happening as he is watching each of you in turn, taking everything in. And this feels like the moment of final judgment. Almost that you have got used to is this him waiting, him not saying anything. These moments of prolonged silences where he just lets everything sit, where he lets everything linger. And this is very much another one of those.
I point when he looks at me. Can I point to where the listening block is, the magic listening thing?
Mm-hmm.
And just be like, does that belong to you?
He looks up. All of this belongs to me.
So the listening spell is yours?
We have surveillance in every room of this building.
Good to make sure it's yours, no one else's. That's all I have to say.
You have something to tell me that you don't want others hearing?
No, just making sure no one else hears this conversation. You said there's only two, you and one other. Just keep making sure it stays that way.
Very well. Good enough, I guess. Been very enlightening conversation so far. Certainly a change to the norm. So say I were to let you leave now. I don't consider you to a threat. You're simply misguided fools to suddenly appear into the center of my city. Where would you go?
Do you have a magic store around here?
We do.
That's where I'll be going.
He has been asking for that for quite some time.
Indeed.
Otherwise, we would probably look for
Lodging.
shit. What's the word? Thank you. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Lodging. And otherwise, I would see if I cannot get some sort of some way get to talk to Deep Iron. Yes, Deep Iron. Damn names. With Deep Iron. After all, he has to hear this as well. If you cannot facilitate this, I would see if I can find some other way. And I guess if what you claim is true, I will as well see if this Tismill's jam is as good as you claim. So we might be here for a couple days at least. The Feywild has left a little bit of its mark, at least on me.
Ty, before we continue, I realized there was one important bit. We all had homework for what Duncan heard from his
Ooh, yes,
mind
please.
spell.
That's a very good point. Thank you. I had completely forgotten about that, actually. Very good point. All right. I assume, because you brought it up, that you have done your homework, Jack.
Yes.
All right.
You're that one kid in class, man. You're that
Teacher's
one
pet.
kid in class.
It's always
God.
the one kid, isn't it? Yeah. God, I hated that kid.
Teacher, we had an assignment. We were assigned something last week.
It's not my fault you're all fucking fumbling here. Not being able to come up with a mind-reading conversation.
You watch yourself in the hallway, okay, nerd?
I feel conflicted because I always hated that kid in school, so I don't really want to give you an inspiration, but it also feels like you've already got one.
First
Well, that makes it easier for me. Okay.
First, you name drop our leader, then you remind the teacher we had homework. How dare you, ding paladin?
Honestly, this fucking guy.
But in a
Kick
nutshell,
yourself off.
I am a conquest paladin, not your heroic side paladin.
Kick us off. What does Duncan hear with his detect thoughts?
Well, it happened, of course, a little while back. So the conversation, of course, gone on a while. And as Harkin is sitting there, sipping his whiskey every now and then, the surface thought that's really going through his head is, at that point, I wonder when he's going to threaten us with snapping his fingers and killing us all. Oh, there it is. He says he doesn't like playing political games, but we are playing one in here. And it just kind of goes like that.
All right. Is there anything else he picks up over the time? It lasts, I think, like a good 10 minutes, right? To 6 months?
No, it's I think it's 1 minute, isn't it?
Do 1
don't
minute?
know.
Oh, okay.
I recall him saying it's like he said 15 seconds like per person. or
15 seconds per person. Yeah,
Oh,
something.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what he
okay.
said.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, up to a minute. Okay, cool.
And then that's about it.
Okay, that will be you then. All right, who would like to volunteer to go next?
I could.
All right, Briarheart, take it away.
You hear one side of a mental conversation through Briarheart's mind. Trying to think of which would be a good spot to drop you in on. Let's do, could be interesting. I doubt they'll let us claim, it could be interesting. Doubt they'll let us claim ignorance anyways. And then, you don't hear the other side. Is he in charge of this place? Little pause. Yeah, I'd watch the fist fight. Could be fun to see.
Okay. Very good, very good. Manny?
Manoroff, I mean, you started this a little while ago, not just right now, but Manoroff was... He was getting frustrated with not knowing, as is normal for him. He doesn't know who exactly this person is, he doesn't know on what side this person stands on, he does not know what currently has been going on in Stoneblood, which is something, you know, Drakkar, at least if that's a person, really, if that's his name, you know, what has been happening in Stoneblood. There's a lot of variables he tries desperately to sort of figure out in his head about what has been happening, what is going to happen, and if he has said enough or if he has said too much. That would be sort of going in circles, kind of.
All right, beautiful. So, Cardinal, I believe you are shielded from this, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's a good point, is that, Duncan, as you look to the Cardinal, you get nothing. And finally then, Mox.
What great meditation talents Cardinal have.
He is burdened by no thoughts.
I mean, you were sure the Ring of Mind shielding earlier.
Head empty, fake and stare.
Mox thinks about a bit insight he's trying to draw from this Durgar that we're talking to, and he thinks to himself, he said he could, he definitely said he could kill us with a snap of his fingers, but it doesn't seem as though he would want to do that. I get the sense he's a genuinely okay fellow. I don't, and I look over at Manaroth. I don't know if Manaroth thinks doesn't understand that we're playing some sort of three-dimensional chess, and he's not tall enough to see the top board. Oh, this is a pickle.
Oh my god!
Why do people keep bringing up my height? It's so fucked up.
You're an inch shorter than Holman.
Yeah.
It's
That's
very
like 2
noticeable.
inches.
Hey, I'm not shrinking, guys, okay?
All right.
Minor Boone, get taller. taller than Holman.
On a boom.
Minor trinket is high heels, actually.
Alright.
Like platform boots to get me higher.
War boots, 3 inches.
Duncan, you get all of this information. I'm not sure how useful it is to you, but you can do
Not at all.
what you want with that. You do also, of course, have the option to dig deeper in this time. Is there anybody from what you have gathered information from that you would like to dig deeper into?
Not really.
They will be aware you're digging deeper.
They would
but
be aware of it,
That's
yeah.
not the point. I wouldn't have enough time anyway.
Okay. That's fine. That's a shame. But that's fine. All right. Good work. Wonderful. So. With that, he looks around all of you. The sort of silent moments continue onwards as he's not saying a huge amount here. Well, sounds like you'll be busy in the city then. I will say that you have already drawn too much attention to yourselves. If you're smart, you won't draw any more. Don't give me a reason to drag you away in chains, because I will take it. You will have an escort. Consider them a kindness. Wait here. And with
You muted. You muted.
Thank you.
I think with me, I was like,
No, it was me. I was saying something. I wanted to stop him and say something. You always ran out of
Good
me.
catch.
Yeah,
Good
thank
catch.
you, DJ. How do I say this? One thing. Do you know Wisp? I think was her name. Yes, Wisp. That's what the note says.
give me some more context.
Some sort of rogue or agent that approached me, that hassled me soon after I arrived here. She pointed out your agents seemingly watching my group in front of the administration building, as well as threatening me inside while I was trying to acquire the licenses. See, she seemed to have some sort of power over, some sort of influence over some of the clerks inside. All to reveal my name, which I didn't.
So you don't believe that this individual knew who you were?
I don't think so, otherwise they wouldn't have gotten through all those things. As well as when we managed for her to reveal... actually, what else besides her name did she reveal to us?
I think who she worked for, right?
No, just she mentioned when we managed for her to when we managed that she slipped up and revealed to us that she is some sort of information gatherer for the, and sort of air quotes saying this, true power of this damned city. She vanished shortly after. I do not believe she knew who I was, just that I was someone interesting. After all you said, that I made quite the commotion already.
Can any of you draw?
Yes.
With any skill, or
Yeah, I think
Of course.
I mean, technically we all can.
It's like you want me to be pissed off.
Know her with some moderate skill, yes.
Did you see this individual as well?
Yes.
Move over to one of the shelves and grab some parchment and some ink. Draw them.
I'll grab parchment and charcoal because I'm much more familiar with charcoal.
Would I be able to conjure a minor image of her face?
Yeah. I mean, you did see her as well. Yeah.
Directly
Just
talk to her, like actually. So like very.
But I mean,
She accosted you in the middle there.
do I need to do some sort of check to pass, or
Make me an Arcana check, just for the. I would take Arcana or well, they're the same for you. Arcana or History, just for the accuracy of the image. You know.
Can I help him?
Yeah. Are you proficient in Arcana as well?
Expertise.
I would say that's pretty proficient. Yeah. Go ahead and roll with advantage. So give me another roll, please, Duncan.
Hey.
Yeah, that's much better.
Let's go.
All right. Between the two of you, you change a few details and whatever. He still wants the drawing.
Yeah,
the
that's what
drawing
I
check
was
can now be made with advantage. Yep.
Yeah. So when he makes it, I can make it with advantage.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, and then
That's solid. Solid, I'd say.
It's a solid drawing.
He looks at the he looks at the illusion that you've conjured, and he looks at the paper, and he sort of compares the two. This will do. And he spends a moment as you're doing the drawing, like looking at the illusion himself, right? And you can tell he's studying it and taking in the details of it as well and paying attention. Yeah, this will do. I can't say I know who this is, but I will certainly be looking into it.
They seemed very sure of themselves in that position within the city.
They're a Durga. They have good reason to be sure of themselves. We all do. With that, you see he like make sure the ink is dry before folding the sheet of paper and slipping it into a pocket.
Oh, I mean, I use charcoal because ink drawing
okay.
with ink isn't really his style.
Okay. Sure. Either way, he makes sure it doesn't smudge in whatever fashion he's able to. Places the paper away and makes his way to the door. Does anybody say anything as he's evidently leaving at this point, or without saying anything else? Just giving you a final moment if you need it. Okay. The door swings open.
That was basically it. Yeah.
And without a word, this Durga, whoever he is, steps out. And the moment he leaves, the air in the room feels lighter, as though a storm has sort of passed overhead. The sounds of marching boots fade, but very much the weight of unseen eyes still lingers in the room with you, still remains here. And with that, you are left on your own. The door is closed again, so you can't see out. You are left on your own here. What are you doing?
All right. Well, wait. Did he mention anything more about the licenses? Are we still waiting for that? I'm not quite sure because that is actually something maybe we should have asked about.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. God fucking damn it! All right. I guess we probably have to go to like the counter or something and ask about it there.
I'm pretty sure the other guy is going to join us soon with their licenses, actually.
He said we were going to be escorted.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting for that.
It's sort of that makes sense. Well, he said we'll have that. You already have like an escort or something. I kind of imagined he sort of meant you guys with an escort, but I guess it could also.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we'll see when we leave this room.
Yeah, Manaroff would think that. Everyone else like, oh, it's a group thing.
Briar just kind of like looks over to Manny. So what am I missing on you on this?
What do you mean? So if I turn back around,
You seemed... Wait, he seemed rather... hesitant to have you around when... She was thinking like how to explain it. I guess I'm just not caught up on your story.
It is simple. There's a city that I was once exiled from, and I'm preparing to return to it with force to take it back. For that, I need... for that, I'm making no illusions that I can do this completely on my own. I need allies and some sort of support. I have plans, and, well, convincing Stormblood to join me in this endeavor is one of them.
Although he has proven a very problematic point, and that is the fact that apparently the position of thinking you are owed or believing you are owed is held as an insult in this city, at the very least by the likes of him. He doesn't believe you're owed anything, and any of such thought or behavior he views with downright disdain.
Well, I am free to think that. I also have told him that that is not my only belief any longer. I do not mind keeping that part to myself.
Very well, although this does raise a bit of a question on how we are going to convince upper echelons of Stormblood to side with us.
Think one step at a time. Let's see if we cannot get some lodgings.
And then tomorrow...
Find this shop, and then maybe get some of this bread jam that he talked about.
Yes, I'm going to be very honest on that one. I don't think it's going to be for everyone in the room here, but we'll try it at the very least. See what all the humbug is about. At the very least, though, we should prepare for probably tomorrow. Today was spent attempting to recover from introducing ourselves to Durga society.
Yes.
I should also mention we should find a very, well, maybe very, way of confirming what the date is. I believe I still remember when we entered down into the Underdark. Based on that, we can make some assessments on how many days we were down there before we went on our little Feywild excursion. I don't know.
Maybe we could just ask our guide.
Yes, perhaps. It's still going to be a very awkward conversation.
It's just something we have to endure.
Again.
Come on then.
Well, I'm not thinking we should, leave until that escort's here before that's causing any issues. Like, he said an escort would follow us, right, Ty, and meet us here, or did I misunderstand?
Yes, they might be outside this door right now. At least let me open the door. I opened the door. Look out in the corridor if there's any more left of these guys. Or if there's anyone else now.
You open the door and you see, indeed, standing stoically outside, two very heavily armored Durga. I'm not gonna lie, I was wondering how long you were gonna wait there before, but you solved it. Well done.
Oh, let me put on my armor.
Let's get the licenses first before you get arrested again. Alright. I'll step out and head for the front desk or something where I could get these licenses.
As you make your way out, all of you head down the corridor. The two Durga march behind you. They are not stealthy in any way. They don't seem to appear to be. They don't say anything to you. They just follow. Solid, heavy armor. And their helmets completely cover their face. You can't make out any noticeable personality or features of them in the slightest. They just follow.
That's slightly disconcerting.
You have a picture of these guys?
I do, but I haven't actually. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get you a picture of them.
Hell yeah.
So this is going to be our time here, followed by these two. Do we call either of you something, or do you just prefer to be the strong, silent types that march around behind us? Yeah.
I can recommend you curb your sort of sarcasm and wit for at least today, until we had a rest.
And here I thought that texting the Feywild would allow me to use my breath's properties once again.
There is obviously no reply from them.
Yeah, no,
They don't even flinch. They don't even move. Yeah.
Tough crowd.
We're not a fucking comedy club, man. Like, come on. It's like the anti-comedy club.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. As you make your way into the the main area again, you know, this where all the desks are, the sort of front entrance. You look around and you quickly see the same heavy-plated individual that had led you around before. The one that had done all the questioning for you. And as he sees you...
Dermok.
Pardon?
Dermok, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't. Yes.
As he sees you, he turns towards and instantly heads towards you, just marching up towards you. I have here a copy of all of your licenses. Congratulations, you've all been granted a full license with the provision that you are under escort.
No. Yes.
Does he also have what Briarheart asked about during her interview?
He does, yeah. He will hand you a rolled up like a scroll.
What is that?
Oh, he said he asked if we would follow the rules, and I didn't know the rules, so I asked for a list of them.
Laws of the city, yes?
That's incredibly insightful, Rosie.
Well,
I'll hand you guys your licenses.
Does it have
No,
my picture?
so everybody now has a full license, even Marks, even though you got fucking denied ice cold.
Yes, yeah. It seems
Alright,
that
just checking.
that Drakar has overruled whatever decisions were previously made and given you all full licenses.
Cardinal, if you would be so kind as to open up the bag of holding, because these need to be very secure.
Sure. Pass them over.
Does this...
But like,
did
maybe
Nettie
it
actually
would be.
take my bag of holding?
Well, I didn't take it back home, but I did take your stuff. Into my handy haversack that I have. I feel like though we should probably have these licenses on hand, so that if someone asks, we don't have to go into the bag of holding, which could as well be seen as, oh, he's about to grab a bomb out of that thing, and then we can take him down. You see.
You should keep
You
it
do make a very good point. It's just that
We
I'm
should
also,
have these on.
Does this...
I think
does
tomorrow
this-
I'm going to buy a special container for this.
Does this license have any writing on it? Any like restrictions on it that it like maybe it says?
It's fairly standard. It does have the names that you gave on each one, and you can tell they are enchanted as some form of like authorization, or authenticity.
Because I gave a lot of names. I didn't just give like one, right?
Nope. Does it
No,
come in?
So I'm wondering if all of the names I gave were wrong.
all of the names are on there. Yep.
Perfect. So now I can shift.
It has like a main name, but it does underneath that say like also goes by, and then lists them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Under
very
race, it says
small
XXX.
Yeah.
It's like very small writing. It's like an entire list.
That doesn't
Does
also,
Briarheart
like,
only have Briarheart on there? Sorry.
I would have to double check my notes, but if that's the only name. Oh no, yours also would have Rosie on there.
Oh yeah, because I
Yeah,
gave
we
that
do.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave that name in my interview.
Well, Briarheart also said it during her interview. He said,
Oh,
like,
wait.
yeah. What?
Does Manaros have the other name?
he doesn't have a license. He's a
He doesn't
Durga.
have one. He's a Durga. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Never mind. I'm not worried about that.
What I was
You're a dick.
wondering, real quick, Ty, did the license come in twofold, like one in common, one in Durga, or undercommon? Sorry.
They are all written in Undercommon.
Oh, so I can't read shit on this.
I mean, you get the rough layout, but you know the name. There's not a huge amount of writing on it anyway. It just says that you are licensed to do mercenary activity inside the city.
License to kill.
Yeah, you. I guess
They
to be fair,
could
you
put on
would-
here that my actual
Technically.
name is Princess Bob, and I wouldn't even fucking know.
This guy's a
Oh,
fucking
for-
loser. That's right
the
on
rules?
there.
Are the rules written in common or are they also undercommon?
Well, so this guy has very specifically got these rules for you. So I think he's not a dick, and he does actually want you to follow them. So I imagine he has written those in common because it's specifically for you. But the license, it doesn't really matter if you understand it. You know what I mean? Like it's
It's supposed to be shown as a thing, and
Yeah.
then you understand.
so, and because it's an official piece of documentation, like it would follow the rules of it.
The-
But the rules are just something he's giving you.
Does the magic that's on it also mean that it's very tough? Like,
It does also mean that it is effectively laminated. Yes.
Okay.
yes!
What sort of strange magic is this?
It's called
The
lamination.
Durga invention, you know?
Um,
We
But yeah,
patented
you
that.
can tell that, predominantly it's to make sure that it's authentic, but it does also have the benefit of meaning that,
Yeah, you getting into a fight and getting hit by a fireball doesn't mean your license is suddenly gone. At the very least, you're getting your money's worth, you know?
I guess so, true. Alright.
Oh, great. Time to start armoring back up.
On Northern things. Would it be, I'm sort of looking around, so thinking to myself, would it be alright if we just armor up right here in the middle of this room, or would that be a faux pas?
I mean,
So I'm thinking to myself right now.
Oh, that's just what you're thinking?
Yeah, no, that was sorry. I'm not saying the word faux pas out as manner of. That's not in his vocabulary.
That is funny. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. I mean, it would definitely be weird. Yeah.
Alright, then maybe we should go look for lodging first. Was that? I try to remember as we went to this place. Was there like signs and stuff that would tell us where the nearest lodging is, like sort of tavern or otherwise barracks? I don't know what they might
Well,
be for this.
before you start doing that, I'm actually going to address towards the guy who just gave the licenses. Do you happen to know any places that give room and bed, or food and bed, lodging, that sort of deal? Anything in town?
I see. So you are staying in town for a bit then?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least today. Or whatever that would be said here.
Yeah, I can give you a rough rundown. Is there anything else that you're looking for whilst you're here?
The magic shop.
Yes, there is a magic shop.
Damn, he really wants to
He-
go to
he-
this magic.
Really eager to go to that. I assume there's also various stores for leatherworking, blacksmithing, and the likes, and stone blood available as well.
Might not be what you're used to. As I'm sure some of you will know, as he sort of glances towards me, Duergar smithing tends to be far more superior. But also, we don't deal with meaningless decoration, as he like. There's definitely some judgment in that. So
Wait, is he judging manner of flower armor, or is he
Don't remind me. I'm pretty sure I'm being constantly fucking judged for that. You don't need to mention that.
It's not directed at anything. I mean, that's definitely pulling plenty of attention. But
That's how I live.
yeah, considering you're not armored at the moment, it's mainly just a comment about the smithing practices of other races. You know, it's just pointless.
It's okay, yeah, no, I get that.
So what you'll find will be a lot more bland. But there is a tavern, as it is, an inn more so. It's pretty shabby little place, but traders and such find it useful. It is it's called the Iron Crucible. It's on the edge of town. You'll find one or two drink holes in the middle, but not many of them bother. We're having accommodation with them.
One thing that I'm looking for is, do you know what day it is today?
Yeah.
Looks at you bizarrely. I do, yeah.
Would you be willing to tell us?
All right.
It is
She kind of
about.
like points to she
we
kind of like points to her antlers.
we arrived from the Feywild. It is a bit unsure what exact time we arrived back.
I see.
You
It
understand?
is. He pulls out a contraption and pops the lid open. It is the 17th of Moon Day. Sorry, cold even. It is Moon Day.
As we think back,
Thinking back.
yeah, how many days had we spent in the Underdark prior to us going on our Feywild distraction?
You entered the Feywild in about 2 hours.
Classic.
Wow,
No,
that
no,
really
you-
was a
I see.
shortcut.
No, as in your characters haven't gone into the Feywild yet, technically.
No, I understood that.
Exactly.
I understood that. We haven't gone into the Feywild yet. There's currently another version of us out there who is currently sitting in this fucking, thing, and like, waiting.
Ty.
Arthur
in there.
is looking with this is serious.
Ty.
I'm warning you, I'm taking no more questions.
DJ, don't do it.
I have said Nick.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
I-
do that.
Do not alter the past.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Do not fucking do it.
Okay.
Roll
Holy
me an Arcana
shit.
check.
I'm at disadvantage. Oh god.
Stop being
Uh-oh.
exhausted, goddammit.
15 is still pretty good. I'm not going to give you the exact details on this with a 15. Suffice to
use
say that
guidance?
it is possible. It's a very rare occurrence, and it's a very bad idea.
Don't do it.
It alters the time stream continuance.
Don't fucking do it, dude.
What is our future?
You have so much stress already, okay? Like, we have so many things to do.
I'm not gonna
Don't
give
do
you
this
the
to
exact
us.
details, but suffice to say this is a bag of holding in a bag of holding situation.
Good fucking god.
And it will
Just
round up.
So
and
tempted.
I'm going to like fucking call this, DJ. It will wound up not with us dying. It will wound up with us waking up back when we started before we entered the Feywild, having to do all that all over again.
But with
We
another
just
briar heart.
kinda erase ourselves with
If I-
that. Who
if I-
fucking knows?
If I death ward myself before I cast sending.
Wow! Oh no.
No. I'm not gonna do it.
They might be recorded instances, and they did not end well.
I'm not going to stop you, but you've had your fair warning. So What you do from now on is completely up to you.
It's okay. I've heard stories. Mox has heard stories of random wizards that fucked with time and didn't end well.
Most of them being Yumis.
Going well so far.
I mean, I did get cold immunity, and now I'm kind of trying to influence time. Like,
Oh shit! Slippery
Oh
slope.
no.
the
It's like a
influence.
virus, it spreads.
It spreads to every magic user.
Well, Mano still thinks on that and is like, I see. I think we're making good time.
Yep. Right. Surprising. Well,
It's crazy.
I think we should go head over to this inn and just set our rooms up there.
One last thing. Tismil. Have you heard of them?
Sorry, pun?
I asked the... Yeah, Tismil. I asked the monk.
That's a baker, right?
Yes. Where are they located?
I know. Oh, they're not far from here. And they'll give you directions.
Alright.
There is one small bit, but I'm guessing this could be that person you inquired twice about. Who are they? During our questioning. I'm dying to know.
Should have asked her Carl about that, and then also twice. Like, do you know this person? Do you know this person?
I wouldn't have advised that. That probably wouldn't have gone down particularly well.
Yeah, of course.
Roll me a persuasion, please, because you can tell they are hesitant to really give you any information.
This is my field. Yeah, baby!
All right, nice.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Still still clearly a little reluctant in terms of they're giving you the information, but they are questioning themselves as to whether they really should be doing this still. But they sort of lean a little bit closer. Tamara is a wanted individual inside of the city. There is a hefty reward for their capture alive.
I see.
They are a rebel against Korgan Deephen. They claim to have they claim that the throne of Stoneblood should be theirs, but their claim is
Okay, I get it.
completely.
Looking at that.
But their claim is rubbish. It is not true. And there's
they
no
have
history
a-
backing it up.
Is there a particular set of skills they like to utilize?
He looks at you, just mostly confused by the question. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know who they are or what they look like, but if I see a Durgar using a set of skills that you say they use, I might be like, hey, is that her?
You are very unlikely to find Damara unless you go looking for them. Everybody in Stoneblood would want that reward, so
Well,
just don't go looking for
Did he
them.
mention
You won't have to
reward?
worry about it.
how much is the reward?
Yeah.
The reward currently stands at 50,000 gold.
So I'll ask you, what is their skill set? Do they have a particular set of skills?
You asked me this a moment ago. They
Yeah,
are.
but you didn't answer.
Why do you need to know? Just don't go
Well,
near them. They're a rebel.
But there's a
So
good
you-
reward, no?
You want to go capture them.
If I run across them, it's not impossible, no?
I mean, I don't know much about them other than what is public knowledge. They're a fairly capable warrior from what I understand. Beyond that, I don't think they've got any skills that are out of the ordinary, but I'm really not somebody to be telling you this. I don't know.
Then what is the point of asking the question twice, though? Some sort of magical effect on our affiliates or something?
It was mainly just to see what your reaction would be, but none of you
I see.
were under suspicion after that.
Just so that we know, how to avoid them. Is there any notable detail about them, so that way we can avoid anyone with that?
Again, unless you go looking, you are not going to stumble into them.
They're likely to
Alright.
try to either look for us or, try to avoid as best they can.
Well, luckily you've got a couple of guards to accompany you, right?
Yeah, but they're going to avoid us the best they can.
I would be very surprised if they were tried to make contact with you whilst you're being followed by guards.
Yeah, that's one final thing. I assume that no matter where we go in the city, they must now always be accompanying us.
The guards will not leave your sight. That's correct.
And that means that we have to stick in a group.
Yes.
Alright, good to know.
I think you could probably request more guards if you wanted to split up, but that would be an issue with Drakkar.
Yes, I think I've had my fill of him for today. Maybe tomorrow.
It's unwise to speak bad of the
I do
captain.
not speak bad of him. I find him very, very room-consuming with his presence.
I will also have to make him aware that you have been asking questions regarding Damara. He will be interested to know that you are interested.
Don't get the wrong picture. I'm interested in the bounty. That's a lot of money.
I do have to agree with the Cardinal for that. And besides, it is our civic duty, is it not, to report all rebels?
It is.
And I believe
I heard
It is our civic duty, is it not, to report all rebels?
It is.
sort of jumping off that, and I do believe that besides this reward, if we would capture this Damara, maybe a Deep Iron would have a word with me as well.
Indeed.
I mean, God, if you were able to capture her, then I would imagine he would be more than willing to talk to you.
Very well. Shall we head off?
Give him a nod.
Jam man.
I'll give him an understanding nod, and then I guess I'll lead our group outside and see if we cannot find fucking Homeland out here. Fucking
Been
guy.
waiting here for several hours.
We go outside and there's now like 5 more slaves with him.
It's a
But
party.
the other 2 are not among the group, He upgraded or downgraded to 5.
God,
The,
that'd be amazing. Can you imagine?
He has been trading back and forth.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like a
the trading slate, the trading cards, but slaves. Collect them all.
No.
Stopping us now.
That was so quiet on my side. Did
What
I
was
like
that?
mute it or something?
Oh. Perception check.
Perception.
Oh, all the dice in the way. Get out of here. See the button. Ooh, baby.
Let's go.
Duncan, don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, sorry.
You not got him.
You really got him there.
Well, I rolled for him, alright? He wasn't here for this. You're muted if you are here and don't know.
I'm not here, but I did hurt you. Thank you.
No problem.
You take a look around the streets here. You take a look around the streets. There is still plenty of people moving around. It seems to you that the day is passing on pretty normally, and nobody's really batting an eye. Across a small bridge from here, you do indeed see Holmond sat on a wall. You can see at this point that he has taken out a small notebook. He's actually got a little notebook, and he is writing something.
That's good for him.
The two slaves are still chained to his belt, collars on, seemingly quite bored. But you do see they look slightly more relaxed than the last time you saw him.
Harkin leans in towards Terran and whispers, "Does he know how to read and write Undercommon?"
Of course.
Okay.
I do believe so.
I hope so, because otherwise, it's going to be a very awkward conversation.
Keep in mind that Holmond was a dwarf that was venturing into the Underdark to fight Beauregard long before he was one. So it's very and I think you've been with him long enough to know that he does indeed read and write Undercommon as well. He learned it so that he could combat the Duergar better, but plays off.
Life goes like this sometimes,
How the timetables have tired. By the way, why are there two cardinals on the map? The old one and the new one.
Well, the one is currently back then, currently over there at the Grove.
Unsheven, uncouth.
He's going to be fretting about what's going to happen in the Feywild, all the rules, and no one's going to tell him.
Oh no.
Let me roll something else real quick. He seems to be completely oblivious to the fact that you are all now done with whatever he is writing. It is all consuming in the book, and he seems very, very distracted by it. The guards are right behind you at this point. Oh, I need to...
I know. Well, we're not going to get rid of them anytime soon, so... No. But also, we need to fucking talk to Holman, so I'm heading for Holman right now. Meanwhile, I'm also thinking... The Tismel's bakery, is that on the way to the iron crucible?
So,
iron crucible.
Let me just address something really quick. I have a map. I have a map of Stoneblood. It's very, very very similar, common, whatever word you want to use, layout to, or style to the other city maps that you've probably seen me use, such as Gradsall and such.
Berkhoff as well, I assume.
Yeah, absolutely. The main, I would like to use it just to give you guys a little bit of a guide as to where you're going, and we can roughly chart out some places. It doesn't, to me, at the very least, strike me as very much of an Underdark city. You know what I mean? Just with the formatting. So just keep that in mind. There's actually several different layers, and although it's sort of spread out, it's not super accurate in its depiction, because there's also lots of bridges going places with the different levels and things like that. But I think it will at least give you a good guide as to what's happening.
Oh yeah.
The map is always going to be very 2D. Well, that Underdark City is going to be extremely three-dimensional with, like you said,
exactly.
I love that color.
Some places could only have a ceiling that's 20 feet tall for a while, for example, if it's in a lower cavern.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe some of these are just blocked off as quote-unquote high areas, and then yeah.
Is this where we spawned in, right in the center here?
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We were so fucked.
I assume this big H building is where we are right now?
You are going to be, you are up here. I can't ping. Hang on 2 seconds. Yeah, exactly there.
Oh wow, the keep is right there. Look at that.
I will start to
just go over there.
I will start to label some stuff. There is a long bridge. The keep actually stands pretty centrally, but on its own, and it is heavily guarded. So I'm sure you can
imagine.
So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's also the walls of this that surround the keep go from as far down as you can see all the way up. So it is like a column more than anything. Right in the center.
Also, full stone walls or actually iron walls? Or steel?
Both. Both.
Oh,
It seems to at least some degree, be natural stone, probably extraordinarily thick. I'm sorry, I was like, do we have any dwarves? Anyway, but they are reinforced with different metals at different depths of the wall as well. There are a couple of slots where can be sort of fired out of. But you see only the barrels of what look like artillery. Clearly, if it ever came to it, they would be willing to sacrifice at least a good chunk of the city to defend from the keep if necessary.
And it's the last fallback position. Although I assume that throughout Stoneplot as well, although there's an outer wall, there are various staging walls and other fallback points. This city can be locked down on multiple layers, no doubt.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Hell, the fallback points could even just be the fact that there's layers to it.
Yeah.
Just gotta block off an entrance.
I will attempt to add some labels and things as we go as well, if you want key things pointed out to you. I think the real question that I have at the moment for you is, do you approach Holmond?
I was gonna. He needs to know fucking what the fuck we're up to. I don't think we can do this much without the guards noticing.
That's the key thing, isn't it? Do you want him brought in too?
I mean, what else is he gonna do? Just be on his own for the rest of this fucking.
we approach with too much trouble to just not include him. He's just part of this.
It's a difficult question.
Although, it may be good to have a man on the outside of the surveillance circle, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
but I don't think we can really contact him. At least not today. That is mostly the issue, right?
Briar just kind of glances, looks over to Mox.
I personally think that, out of character, real quick, I personally think that he is going to, get involved regardless. Even if you try to keep him uninvolved today, he's just going to get involved tomorrow. It's going to lead to more problems down the road if you don't involve him today.
He's just going to be safer with us as well.
Yeah,
it's just I'm worried he's going to maybe do something and then get fucking arrested or otherwise,
or those other people that are after us see that he's isolated and fucking take him.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna have
they have seen him with us.
It's already a miracle he didn't get taken today. Let's be honest about that.
Thinking through it, a manner of I think will approach him. He wants to know what the hell he has been up to as well.
All right, you make your way over to him. He is not far from you here, and you get pretty close actually before he realizes that you are there. Slams the book shut very quickly and pockets it and looks up, jumping down from the wall with the rattling of the chains as he does. What do you want?
Sorry, that's just he really had to contain himself. That was so clear.
You can tell he's having a lot of really trying to figure out how to lead the Duragard life at this point.
Yeah. I'm sort of scoring right now to get his name right as well. Ashblade something. Thorgrin. It was, yes. I'll say. Thorgrin, we've gotten our licenses. We're currently looking for some accommodations. I see you suddenly with more people than you were before. Also, just so you know, we are currently with guests as well.
Yeah, who are these folk?
Why didn't you introduce us to yours?
Why? They're only fucking things, aren't they?
Well, these
Well, I mean,
gods are
you
here
need to
to...
be able to refer to them. Sorry.
Stop arguing with me. Thing.
She got a license, full license as well. So
Oh, okay. Shit. So you're like
either way, these two guards are here to escort us for the rest of our stay, at least. We had quite some talks with some of the leaders while you were out here getting slaves, I guess.
Well, I can't come back to this fine city with and not pick up some fresh slaves to tend to my
See.
slavery needs.
Like
Well.
grasping the bridge of his nose.
I hope you're aware that we at least will stay here for a little while longer. Like a day at least, if not more. Things to do here. And I feel like you could have saved that for maybe later before we leave. And not immediately the first
Whoa.
day.
Now that you've got me back here, I'm not entirely sure that I'll be leaving with you anyway.
Is that so?
Well, you know. Yeah. I got some other people to see while I'm here as well, and some things going on. Already started to make some new trade deals and such. So I guess where are you going now?
We're headed for the Iron Crucible.
Oh
like
yeah,
I said,
know
for
the place.
accommodation.
All right, great. I would quite appreciate it if I could get paid for my services so far from some of you.
Aid.
What's the
That guy. This fucking guy.
Yeah, you know. I
You
got
still owe me a goddamn sword.
What?
You still owe me a sword.
Yeah, well, once I get paid for the job, I'll be able to acquire you another sword, and it'll be a really good working, sharp one. Hang on, let me think about this.
Think about it, even. Oh.
Oh, fuck. How long are these guys with you?
They're like you're gonna
Forever, well, yeah.
Fuck.
At least
Alright.
for now.
Well, look, it's like this, you know? I've got some business to take care of in the city that will, I think, eventually be beneficial to all of you as well once we come back here for, you know. And I got some old friends to catch up with here, of course, and some old business partners I need to talk to. But we have concluded our business as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, just give me some money and I'll be able to have better talks with my old business partners.
I'll
Insight
squint.
check?
I wouldn't call it like that, but I want to know if I can tell anything that's up with him.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me insight. I mean, it's still very much an insight.
I know he's trying to talk around the fact so that the guards don't like necessarily pick up on the exact details.
Yeah. Anybody
I
that
get
wishes
that
to at this
bit.
point can roll me up.
Oh, nuts.
He is a bad
It's a
during
10.
our box. It's just still rolling more.
I'm glad Brian figured this out.
I mean, look, it's very obvious that he's not saying what he actually wants to say, right? That's you'll pick up on
I
that.
get that. Yeah.
Can I? Sorry. I wanted to actually reach out to him telepathically.
That would be more fitting. It would be easier, yeah. You can certainly do so. Let me give Briarheart a little something for the natural 20 before you do so. So I mean,
But you can do
clearly he's got you can tell he's got a plan, or he's got at least something in mind. Like he's never been here before. That's fairly obvious. I'm going to roll him a little check as well. Ooh. I mean, it feels quite fitting. Clearly he has a plan that he doesn't want to share. In terms of the money he wants from you, I mean, there's not really much depth to this, other than there's really no way of you knowing, even with a natural 20, what he's trying to say, other than he needs money and he has a plan, and that he seemingly wants to split away from the group, at least for a little bit, and catch up with you later. But he now knows where you're going to be as well. I actually think, sorry, I'm trying to see how much I can give you with this, because it's obviously a natural 20, it's a very good roll. I actually think you would potentially pick up a little bit more information here from the two slaves that are chained to him at the moment, because they are all eyeing you up. They're very much getting stock. You get the sense that Holmond has at least shared with them that you're sort of like good people. They seem confused by the interaction. Yeah. But I think you also get the sense that they seem quite comfortable. Not super comfortable, but at least a lot better off than they would be elsewhere. And that clearly there's a conversation being had that whatever plan he has, they're kind of in on it.
God fucking damn it, this guy. He had just fucking waited, not immediately like start off or stay with this, you know, like.
And I think I said this last time. But just as a reminder, the two slaves, he has a dwarf and an elf chained to him at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Just
we already established that he apparently hates halflings. Yeah. Well, I mean, Duncan wanted to telepathically talk to him.
Duncan.
Quick. I was about to say something, but I feel like that's probably, you know.
Yeah, so if I get a chance, I'll reach out to him and I'll just ask him, okay, so what's the actual plan here? Because this conversation cannot be freely spoken, apparently, and it's going anywhere.
And while that happened, Manov was basically sort of stopping to think. You know, he's like sort of, you know, figuring out what he's about to say next. So
I'm going to observe the sparks coming from Manorov's mind.
Duncan, how are you reaching out telepathically? Is this what are you?
Message.
It's message. Okay, good.
Okay, so it's message.
Just double checking. Perfect. You get a message back going, Duncan, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
All right, nice. I will say with the now one on deception, you can see his face makes a weird expression when he's like talking telepathically. And he's like a bit like
this guy
trying to focus on it. It kind of looks like a little weird as he's as he's focusing on.
Maybe he's just nervous, you know. He just told him his employer that he's, you know, dipping on us. You know, maybe he's nervous. Clearly, that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, it's nothing else. Oh god.
These two are gonna have such a fun time reporting to the superiors.
So I bought me some slaves. Did you see them?
Of course I see them. They're not invisible slaves.
No, okay. But my plan is to get some more.
Why?
Well, these two have already... Hey?
Are you trying to free them or something?
I mean, eventually, yeah, but also, these two have already given me a little bit of information about what's going on in the city. I figure if I can find some more, they might be able to give me some information as well, and then, you know, work from there. I don't know, man. I don't really have a plan other than I want to see more of them get freed, but also, maybe this could be a good way of gathering intel, and I've got to figure out more of the limits of what slaves can do in the city and what we need from them, but it could be like a little information network or something like that. Don't know.
I mean, they cannot freely walk, so I don't know what information network they're trying to achieve. And it's quite an expensive plan to get more. How are you planning to get more?
at the very least, should we not be trying to free them?
Yes, that's a worthy plan at least.
I mean, hey, look at it this way, right? You give me some gold, maybe some of them will join your cult.
Ah, this fucking.
Oh, that advantage on persuasion, so good.
Yeah. That's a fair point.
He has hung out too much with us.
Hey, you give me gold, I make sure I will tell every slave I take on that you are funding this operation and that
and I'm their god and savior. That's brilliant.
Oh,
yeah, see? And the more gold that you convince the party to give me as well, it all basically comes from you, right? So you should go all in on this.
Yes, fucking god.
Oh, no.
Okay, I want to see if he's telling the truth because Duncan's tempted to buy it.
Roll insight.
Did he roll with disadvantage because he's been sweet talked?
Mention the C word.
Inside, where is the inside?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Fucking Holman, what are you doing, man?
Oh, it's not. Oh, well.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, there is certainly a level of, he's definitely telling the truth. Like, that's the first thing. He will 100% do what he's saying he's going to do. You do pick up a little bit on the fact that, like, he doesn't really, he joined your cult, right? Like, so he is in support of it as well. Is recruiting people to your cult the top priority? Probably not, but he will still definitely do it if it means freeing them.
Okay, I'm gonna turn towards Manaroth. His plan is good. I think we should help him.
That's fucking.
Is it now?
I just
Perhaps at the very least, give him a little bit of trust.
I mean, here's the thing. Obviously, I cannot speak about it freely, and I just whisper at this point. But I asked him, like I do telepathically, and yeah, it's a good plan. We should help him.
Everyone. I forgot his name immediately again. Thorgrin? Fuck, what was it?
I just think of him as Ashblade. That's easy to remember.
Yeah, Ashblade. I forget Ashblade.
Ashblade was his last name. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashblade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the best plans I ever heard, honestly.
Okay,
Well, Ashblade,
putting out a little bit much.
Right, it's enough. It's enough. Okay, I got it. Get that on my ear. Jeez. Well,
It is a
Ashblade.
damn good plan. Very detailed, though.
You take that deal? I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
Well, Ashblade.
Yeah.
Your services were appreciated.
Yeah.
I'll give him another 1,500 gold.
Yeah, I'll give him 1,000 gold too.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
So I do that, and I also say, if you require any future work, we will be at the Iron Crucible. And remember, since you've come with us and landed here in the middle of the city square, you will be under watch as well from here on out. Do remember that.
Understood. What about the rest of you? As he looks around at everybody else.
What about the rest of us? I've already paid you.
You have, yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah, I've already paid you for the
That's
trip.
fine.
More money, this fucking guy.
Mox for my fine services. Any, maybe just a tip or something.
Traditionally, 10%, right?
Yeah. 10% of the total fee, though, right?
How about the total of what I own?
I don't know what that is. But sure. Including.
I offer him 11 gold pieces.
Alright. Shit.
I don't have any gold.
Okay. He'll take it. All right. That will help. Princess.
It's just Hawking out here.
Okay.
It's actually Vanek,
I wanted
think.
to be, rather safe than sorry.
My name is Hawking on the license at this point.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, I missed that. No, very well. Hawking, yes.
Harkin, I've always done good by you.
Yes, although I am quite short, but I look up to Taryn. That silver we found. I suppose I can grant Ashblade my share of it.